Yes, it's a sci-fi movie about a guy trying to get out of a very unique situation. But the layer of PTSD and trauma, in a lot of ways, showcases and shines a light on this phenomenon that, like, a lot of people aren't really aware of.
Hello?
Who is this?
My name is Dempsey. They put us in here, but let us communicate with each other. Why?
It's like they're testing us. Our bodies. Our minds.
Jonathan, how are you, bro?
I'm doing great. How about yourself, Ruben?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Look, man, I watched your movie and it just feel like a lot of combination of film that I have seen before. But my question is at the end, what was your inspiration directly to create this? Because I saw Cube, I saw so many of these movies that play with your mind and let you decide what was the ending.
Great question. I think I'm a huge sci-fi and horror buff, and those genres have always been kind of at the top of my list. And I think that off a first read of the script, what became apparent was it encapsulated a lot of like the fun elements that we all love, but also brought to the table certain elements that I always found lacking in a lot of those films. Like, those films on the surface are great. They're enticing and exciting and something new, but they lack a depth of character and also a depth of problem solving, where it's just, oh, we got to open this hatch, or, oh, don't go through this one because this will happen, versus actually creating a challenge for the characters that goes beyond just like the easiest thing to do. Yeah, and because of that, the first time I read the script, I was like, oh, I love it.
This is Miles Willis. If anybody's listening, please say something.
No, but also I think it's a challenge as an actor and director and producer to create something that is entertaining, but also it connects with the audience on a different level, because the character has many layers. And one of those layers, where he's coming from, he comes from a war, he comes from this trauma. Usually we know this character, they have PTSD, they have certain trauma. And I felt it, that one of the layers is dealing with that. It's dealing with all these mental conditions and adding to the already problem being locked down in a cube. So I wonder, when you got the script, when everything was in your hand, it was picturing in your head what was creating for you?
Very much so. And I think that was one of the things that really drew me to it, was this idea that, yes, it's a sci-fi movie about a guy trying to get out of a very unique situation, but the layer of PTSD and trauma and that was very much a reality for so many soldiers during the Gulf War that weren't even diagnosed. PTSD wasn't a diagnosis for wartime soldiers till I think it was after 1994.
Mm-hmm.
So well after he would have circled back from war, and it in a lot of ways showcases and shines a light on this phenomenon that, like, a lot of people aren't really aware of, and in a very real way, where we can go with someone in a unique situation and go on the wild ride of that, but also watch how, as he's forced to confront himself and his inner demons, also have that happen in parallel to the story that is apparently happening. I found that really compelling and unique, and as like the ultimate challenge as an actor.
But also, it's a using of a female voice only in a cell phone, in a mobile device, and this add also to the narrative. And how difficult was this? Because Scorsese is a master doing this busting off situation, but here this is a character that you usually don't see, that you only listen. And I think it's a challenge for the actress and also for the creators and the actors around it. So how was the processing of creating something that is entertaining but also add to the story?
Tamara Perry, who plays the other character, and as you said, a lot of her life exists off camera in the story, is just such a tour de force and did so much with so little. And I think one of the biggest blessings for us on this on the shoot was us both being on set and being able to do these scenes together live in person, even though she wasn't on camera. She was there going through it the same as I was. And in a lot of respects, I think that makes what she did 10 times harder than what I did. But I definitely could not have put the story on its feet in the way that I think we did, and to do it justice without her being there.
And I wonder when we have these kind of movies, and what do you expect that the audience take from this movie? Because it's a mixture of different genre. It's like ups and downs, and you sympathize. You empathize a lot with the character.
I hope they leave with a sense of empowerment and connectivity. It's a story of taking individuals and isolating them in the truest sense. And I think one of the outcomes of that is realizing how we're stronger together. And also, I mean, knowing people that have seen the film already, I'm sure they'll leave feeling a little jarred, a little shooken up.
Yeah.
But also feeling like that sense of catharsis we all want at the end of like a good movie, where you feel like you went on a journey and you solved the problem along with the character, and you triumphed alongside them.
I recently have gone a lot to the movies, like, consecutive days, and then I watch a movie at home, and the feeling of missing being in a theater, I think it can take away some of the experience of the sound, the whole big screen, even something that I think that people don't appreciate. It's how people around you react to certain situations. There's certain sequences in your movie. I wanna say it, but it caused a reaction. How do you feel about now having the option? Because before, the option that we had is just wait the movie to put it on TV. But now we have the option to watch brand new movies on TV.
We will be in theaters on July 19th, so you can still go see it in a theater. But to answer your question, I think that the industry as a whole was afraid of it at first. For me personally, I just see it as another opportunity to be able to share your art with that many more people, because there are certain people that live remote enough that they can't go see a movie in theaters and can't participate in the communal experience of seeing a movie while it's fresh and out there and new. And they have to wait until, like, once upon a time, had to wait for it to come out on DVD. So I think it's just more of an opportunity just to share your art with the world. And I'm not afraid of it, but I still have to go see it in theater.
Yes, because one of the things that I love about this film, it's like if I go with a friend, female, male, whatever, it's gonna lead to a discussion, because I can understand something. I can see some stuff that other person probably miss, or I can learn from the experience of another person, and this is the kind of movie with different layers that it leads to a good discussion of a film, and I think I miss that a lot.
Hopefully so. Yeah, good movies should leave the audience divided, and good movies provoke questions, not answers.
I say,
at least I think,
like good art in general, basically.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time, Wayne, and congratulations. I think you did a great job. Like it's
so
an
much.
Entertaining movie, and it's offering something new, something different.
I appreciate you. Thanks so much.
Pattern. Everything has a pattern.
Solve this.
What did you do?
Dang, you are a threat.
What if only one of us is supposed to make it out?